I talk to so many people who know so little about their 401k account. And that's unfortunate because your 401k will likely be the largest asset that you own in your lifetime. So if you participate in your company's 401k plan, here are some things that you need to know. You start first by looking at a document called the Annual Disclosure Statement. Every 401k has to prepare that and give it to you on an annual basis. This annual disclosure statement will show you every investment option in the plan. It will show you its investment performance, both absolute and relative to an index, and then it will show you what the investment fees are for that particular investment option. This is where you must start. You're looking for two things. You're looking for investment strategies that you are comfortable with, and within those strategies, you're looking for those investment options that are delivering good, solid investment performance. So just like a supermarket, when you're looking for the best produce at a reasonable price, in your 401k plan, you're looking for the best performing investment options at the lowest fees. Here's what you need to know when choosing your investment options. The investments in your plan will have a range of risk from lowest to highest. And I'm going to walk you through that range. The least risky investment option in a 401k plan is going to be a money market fund. So a money market fund is a fund that invests in the loans issued by companies that have only the highest credit ratings. And these loans will pay back within 270 days or less. These funds typically price their shares at $1 a share, and it would be extremely rare for that price ever to drop below $1 a share. This is what makes them the highest quality and least risky of the investments in your 401k plan. Now I'm going to walk you up the ladder of more risk. U.S. government bonds are your next safest. A U.S. government bond fund, though, is not without risk, because when interest rates fall, the price of bonds, including those guaranteed by the U.S. government, will fall. The risk increases for funds that invest in the stocks of U.S. companies. The least risky of the stock funds are those that invest in large U.S. companies like Amazon or Apple. And you'll find more risk in funds that invest in the smaller companies like WisdomTree and Yelp. The stock funds that are the most risky are those that invest in emerging markets such as Russia, India, Taiwan, and South Africa. The last investment funds I want to talk about are your target date funds. And target date funds are a set of funds that are designed to be managed based upon the year that you intend to retire. So, for example, these funds will have target date 2020, 2025, 2030, 2035, and all the way up to 2065 to 2070. And these are popular funds because they automatically rebalance their portfolio as time goes on. In the beginning, these funds are heavily concentrated in stocks. So a fund that has 2065 will be almost all stocks. But as you get older, these funds automatically rebalance to become more conservative and more concentrated in bonds. These funds try to capture investment gains early in your career while you have time. And then as you get older, they become more stable and more conservative. Because the closer you get to retirement, the more stability and safety you want. As a participant in a plan, you have the right to select which investments you want to invest in. And if your 401k plan is diversified, you will be able to select from bond funds, equity funds, international funds, money market funds, and target date funds. As a participant of the plan, you will have access to the plan's website. And the plan's website is not only free, but it will contain a wealth of information about your plan, its investment options, investment performance, and fees. So once you access the plan's website, let me tell you what you want to look for. One of the most important documents on that website is your annual disclosure statement. This is a statement that the plan must provide to all participants every year. And this statement will have a list of the investment options and what their investment performance has been over the last 10 years. It will also show the fees that you are paying to buy this fund. The next document that is important will be your account statement. And this will show you which funds you own, how much you own, and how much you're contributing paycheck by paycheck. The next document that's important is called a fund fact sheet. And the fund fact sheet is a summary of your investment option. And it will tell you the risk, what is its investment strategy, what stocks or bonds does it invest in and how much, and what are the fees and what is the performance. This is a very important document. And finally, you want to look to see for a summary prospectus. And the summary prospectus is a regulatory document that will go into more detail about what the fund invests in, how much, what are the risks, who manages the fund, and so forth. These are the three most important documents on this website. This plan is managed and administered by the plan administrator. When you sign up as a participant into the plan, your employer should provide you with a link to this website.